Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news today, Man United transfer news today, and we are going to talk about three particular topics. The first one being Harry Maguire, then we're going to look at an update on Romelu Lukaku and a seemingly wonderkid called Matteo Meggia. But first up, this is the article that's been going around Sky Sports earlier today that Manchester City and Manchester United have told Leicester that they are prepared to pay £65 million for Harry Maguire. Talks between both Manchester clubs and Leicester have been ongoing for several weeks, but as yet a deal is no closer to be agreed. Maguire is understood to be happy at Leicester and won't attempt to force a transfer, but is open to the idea of a move to one of the Premier League's leading six. Now, Harry Maguire, obviously, to summarise, £65 million potential fee between a fight between Manchester City and Manchester United. It's only going to end one way, isn't it? If Man City is involved, I reckon they will win it. You know, simple as that. You look at the squad, you look at what they're achieving, you look at how they're playing, you look at the structure. They can afford his wages. They can give him more than us. It's a simple fact. Unless we pay something ridiculous, like as in the Alexis Sanchez transfer, where we offered ridiculous money, and Man City just pulled that, and that's why Alexis Sanchez came to us at that time. But in terms of this particular transfer, it is a no-brainer for me. Harry Maguire will improve our defense 100% compared to what we have. He is still yet to reach his peak. His biggest strength is clearly in the air. You know, he's fantastic in the air. Every time I watch him play, especially the England matches, because I don't watch many Everton matches unless Manchester United are playing them, or Liverpool. You know, that's a derby, good derby that is. But every time I see England play and he's in that squad, he wins the ball every time, and he will certainly carry a threat for us from set pieces, corners especially. Again, he is a English talent. Clearly, you can see the philosophy, what we are aiming for this transfer window, which is to get British players, English players particular. And he is not a showy player, if you know what I mean. He does his job, gets his job done, and that's it. His weakness for me is probably his pace, and I think someone like him needs a pacey defender around him. That's what I feel. If we're going to pair him up with our best defender, central defender last season, which is clearly Lindelof hasn't got that much pace. It's a simple fact. So there will be a bit of a clash. Paying £65 million for a Premiership proven player, an international stage proven player. You know, the performances with England in the World Cup last year was phenomenal, nothing short of phenomenal. You know, you're gonna pay that much. Clearly, you're gonna pay premium as well. You know, you look at two of the richest club. You know, Man City, you know, artificial rich club. Man United being the natural rich club. Both got the money. Leicester nowhere. Both want the player, especially Man City's case when Company has gone, so they need a defender, central defender. Because I don't think they trust Otamendi too much, and obviously John Stones being an injured. Both got the money. Both got the play. Both can offer wages. Leicester have the upper hand. Clearly, they can haggle the price even more. You look at Van Dijk, what he went for last season, which is £70 million. It is extremely important that a right type of player comes in. Is he as good as Van Dijk when Van Dijk was at Southampton? They're probably on a similar level. Right now, Van Dijk is obviously clearly miles better, but that's up to the coach, how they kind of train those players up. All is kind of new, especially at a club like United, and in my opinion, obviously Van Dijk is much better, and especially the height advantage does play a huge role. But given our current circumstances, given the circumstances around Delete as well, the potential transfer to Delete, which is pure rumours at this stage, Maguire, and obviously Koulibaly is not coming, you know, clearly not coming. He's going to cost up to £100 million, which is impossible, you know, not to pay that much for defender, centre back. You know, we got pressing concerns other areas as well. But Skriniar was another one, but he signed a contract. So really, Harry Maguire being the only player available on the top of the list. I'm sure we had Koulibaly in mind, then Delete, then Skriniar, and probably Harry Maguire is the fourth person on the list. So we're clearly going down the list of players to get. So he is one of the guys that's being, you know, touted as one of the players coming at United I'll be happy because any sort of defender of his caliber is an upgrade to what we have. Earlier, if you haven't checked my earlier video that I wrote on it, Wan-Bissaka, go and check it out. But that's our right back position sorted for years to come. Centre back is still an issue. You got Eric Bailly, I don't know what's happening with him. You got Lindelof, who's the best defender, and he needs time to grow as a player. He needs an experienced player around him. Chris Smalling is not good enough. Phil Jones is not good enough. So the only other player, if Harry Maguire comes in, it will definitely improve us. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think about Harry Maguire. Do you think he is the right sort of player we should be aiming for? Do you think he will improve our defense considerably? I know he's going to improve our defense, but he's going to improve it considerably, like how Van Dijk made an impact in Liverpool. But anyway, moving on to the next piece of news, you got Romelu Lukaku. So we know that Lukaku is potentially one of the players that is gonna go from United this season. You know, you see his comments earlier on that he knows his destination, but he can't say anything about it, so he's not committing himself. Clearly he's one of the players that doesn't suit United. I'm sure he'll suit other team in another league, but not at United. But his agent came out of, apparently has been spotted in Milan on Tuesday. You know, Inter Milan you're talking about. So here's the quote directly from his agent. Pastorelli was in Milan to discuss other clients, but also on the agenda for the next few days is the future of United striker who has been linked to Inter Milan. Asked if Inter were trying to sign Lukaku this summer, Pastorello, if I pronounce right, yes, he's publicly expressed his plans and desires. We'll see what happens. Lukaku is a dream, a difficult one to make happen as such, but I believe nothing is impossible. It's not impossible, and Inter is trying very hard. So I think the stumbling block here is we paid a lot of money for Lukaku, and I think the fee is where it's going to take a bit longer, where we're going to try to milk as much money out of Lukaku's transfer as possible, and we'll see where it goes. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. So we need to find a replacement. Who do you think a replacement for Lukaku will be? At the moment, if Lukaku goes, we are not going to be in, sorry, my phone, the buzzer, everything's going off, leaving the door. It's clearly not going to be enough going forward. Rashford is not going to get you 20-30 goals a season as of yet, so you know we need a top striker. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Last news on the list is a player concerning Matteo Mejia. Now I've never heard of him ever in my life, you know, not even an FM manager, to be frank. He is a 16-year-old wonderkid. He is an absolute beast, apparently. But here's the report. Reports claim Manchester United have signed Mejia without informing the Spanish club. It has been alleged United have spent 150k to purchase the training rights to the 16-year-old. Mejia is reported to have said goodbye to his teammates after telling them he is bound for Old Trafford. But Zaragoza boss has been left outraged because no one has informed them of the situation. Now obviously young players at this age, they're not signing contracts. Obviously they're free agents. You're gonna have to pay a bit of compensation to the parent club. But if that is the case, I'm a bit disappointed with United on how they went on and did the business. Yes, you have to be ruthless, but not like that. Come on, surely that will get us in trouble. That will give us a bad image, and we don't need any negativity around our club at the moment. But clearly you've got Nicky Butt, who is the head of youth for us. They've got a separate budget. You can see not long ago, again it was on my video, so go and check it out. We signed a Dutch wonder kid from Ajax, and on top of that we got youth players like James Garner coming through, Angel Gomez, Tahith Chong, Mason Greenwood, and to add to that Matteo Mejia, clearly a talent for the future. And I think what the club is trying to do is probably build from the foundation and get these players in young and early, train them and mold them, you know, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds for the next 5-6 years before they all get pushed up into the proper league, you know, proper first team. But apparently Zaragoza is not happy with that particular news. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I have no idea who he is. You know, clearly I have no idea whatsoever who he is, but from what I've been reading, you know, he's a world-class player. He's potentially going to be a world-class player. He's a big-time player coming through, one of the wonder kids of the world. But anyway, guys, make sure you smash the like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next Manchester United upload.